warm welcome to this very special Leaders of Tomorrow weekend edition. I'm Sunanda Jayaseelan. This is your one-stop platform for anything to do with your entrepreneurial life. Tonight on the show, we're bringing you a very special series that we call Dubai Eye, focusing on the entrepreneurs out of the Dubai UAE market who are doing something different, who are highly innovative. We will be focusing on Dubai Internet City. That's in just a moment. We'll be joined live by my colleague from there. Also on tonight's show is PayNearBy. All right, I'm being joined live by Lee, joining us live with the Managing Director of Dubai Internet City. Lee, over to you. Talk to us about the entrepreneurial ecosystem as far as tech is concerned in the Dubai UAE region, what you would want for our viewers to know, and also, go ahead, take it away in terms of the interview.
Hi Sananda. Dubai is pushing ahead with plans to build a vibrant and thriving digital economy, leveraging advanced technologies adopted across a wide range of sectors. Among the most active players in this space is Dubai Internet City. The dynamic free zone is home to 1,600 companies ranging from iconic tech giants to up-and-coming startups. Earlier, I spoke to Ammar Malik, Managing Director of Dubai Internet City, about how the free zone is supporting Dubai's innovation mission. And here's what he had to say. So how has Dubai's technology sector contributed to the Emirates' economic post-COVID recovery?
Well, as you know, as soon as COVID hit, the economy was shut down, people were staying at their homes, and therefore technology played a critical role in connecting people, getting business done, and getting the economy basically moving. So technology played a central role in getting everything done in terms of the infrastructure necessary to keep people moving and keep businesses moving. It played an integral role, and without that, we wouldn't be here today. And Dubai's infrastructure that has been built for over 20 years, as you may know, Dubai Internet City was announced 20 years ago. And over these last 20 years, we've built the infrastructure necessary to get these companies here in Dubai, to get the infrastructure here in Dubai for these technology companies to be able to offer their services from Dubai to the whole region. So that played a critical role in enabling the city and the country to go through that hardship that the whole world went through.
What are the top trends fueling business activity in Dubai's tech sector right now?
Very interesting. We've seen this. This is actually a trend across the world, and it's digitalization. So companies that, were taking their time and getting online and doing e-commerce or going on cloud, all of a sudden are required to be online the next day. So digitalization is playing a central role in budget allocations, technology allocations, IT budgets generally across the world. And this is the same thing we're seeing here across Dubai. And therefore, the trends are cloud computing, e-commerce, and of course, if you're online, all of a sudden you need to have security. So cyber security also comes and plays a significant role into this. And these are some of the sectors that we're seeing a significant growth in, mainly because companies don't have a choice anymore. They have to be online, and they have to be able to conduct this business online.
Where do you see the most challenges and opportunities within the sector currently?
I think the opportunities are for legacy, organizations that usually would do businesses offline. These are a lot more than people can, assume, and therefore there's a lot of opportunities in these areas that need to be online all of a sudden. So wholesaling, retail, and many others, including things like real estate, and all of this is getting questioned. And what can you do to digitalize these kind of transactions? And all of a sudden you have fintech playing a big role as well, because now if you recall, people didn't want to even exchange cash at one time. So how do you do cashless payments? How do you, transfer money across the world? That's another big segment that's actually we're actually seeing a lot of growth in.
How is Dubai's Internet City supporting the growth of Dubai's digital economy at the moment?
So Dubai Internet City, for the last 20 years, we've been developing and creating an ecosystem for large technology companies and startups, entrepreneurs, including freelancers, to come and operate from Dubai for the region. So what do we offer? We offer A to Z services, whether it's A to Z, the basic things, the logistical part of getting your licenses, your visas for your staff, the real estate that's required for you to operate. And then we have the things that you require most, and that's community events and meeting people and being part of a community, because we have over 25,000 people in what is it, 3 kilometers square, 3 kilometers squared roughly, just in technology. This doesn't include the media guys and the universities and the students, and therefore this is a very, very important element in what we do as Dubai Internet City, and that is you as a technology company. Imagine somebody from India wants to come to Dubai and operate. What we will help them with is you're setting up your licenses, setting up your companies, getting your people up and running here, and therefore providing the community for you to be part of. Imagine walking down the hallway and meeting a startup, a very successful startup, and then go down the other hallway and meeting a global Fortune 500 company. That's the ecosystem that we've been building.
What are the top competitive advantages that Dubai and Dubai Internet City offer tech startups?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is the community that we offer. You, as a company that wants to operate and wants to expand in the region, will all of a sudden be surrounded by people that you relate to, whether they're programmers, coders, tech experts, people, startups, like I was saying, entrepreneurs, young students who want to get involved with that, and more experienced mentors. So that's the most important thing. And we've been developing this for over 20 years. The rest of the things, the logistical part, you leave it to Dubai Internet City. We'll take care of it. You focus on your business, come and operate from Dubai, and the rest is for you to take.
How has the tech startup ecosystem evolved in the COVID era, and where do you see it within the next 5 years?
I think this is a continuation of the previous question as well, and that is digitalization will play a central role into this. And there are opportunities within this tech sphere that are there for the take, whether it is fintech, so contactless payments, moving things around between people, money generally, and then digitalization in terms of providing services for e-commerce, cloud computing, data centers, data scientists and data analyzing that data. So all of this is something that we've expected that will happen over 10 years, and all of a sudden now it's happening in a year or two.
Technology and innovation are major focuses here at Expo 2020. How can global tech companies and startups leverage this mega event to their benefit?
Connecting people, connecting minds. That's the logo, that's the slogan, and that's exactly it. Having the ability to meet over 190 countries, people from delegations from all across the world, that's the most important thing. Dubai Internet City has been building a technology ecosystem, but Expo 2020 is connecting the whole world. And therefore, this is an opportunity to meet people, open up doors to all across the world. And therefore, this is, again, something that entrepreneurs, large corporations, even students will find as value. It is really connecting minds and connecting people.
And finally, what plans does Dubai Internet City have to attract innovative companies and specialized talent right here to Dubai?
That is a very important question. What are our plans in the future? The most important and the fundamental thing that we know in technology is talent, is people. And therefore, as you may have heard, Dubai and the UAE has been providing easier, more relaxed visas for people to come and work in Dubai, whether they're golden visas for programmers, entrepreneurs, and many more aspects, basically. And therefore, attracting talent is a big part of what we do. As a technology company, as Dubai, if you ask me what's our future, the future lies within talent. We have experienced experienced individuals from large corporations. We have startups that are very enthusiastic and they want to take the opportunities that are here. And therefore, you mix them with a good group of talent from all across the region. And therefore, you have a good mix and a good chance of success using Dubai as a base, connecting through EXPO, using Dubai Internet City for your tech hub, and growing from here.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
As you've just heard, Dubai's technology sector has evolved considerably in the COVID era, and the best is yet to come as the Emirate steps up efforts to attract top tech companies and talent from around the world. Back to you, Sananda.
All right, Lee, thank you so much for that interview. So many parallels as far as what's happening in Dubai, in the UAE region, as well as India, particularly where technology is concerned. So that was a fascinating conversation. Let me slip into a short break. On the other side, in the LOT hot seat on this weekend edition is PayNearBy. Welcome back. With us here in the Leaders of Tomorrow Weekend Edition. In the hot seat tonight is PayNearBy. Anand Kumar Bajaj of PayNearBy joining us on the show. Anand, good having you here. You are largely a digital lending platform. So, just give us a background as to, how the company started, what the kind of growth is you're looking at, etc. Just give us a perspective on that.
So from a figment of imagination to grandeur of reality is where we are progressing. Let us understand the context a little bit, if I may call out for the demography of India and the geography that we live in. 7.5 lakh villages that India has. It has only 1,05,000 and some change bank branches, of which only 32,000 branches are dedicated to rural and semi-rural citizens. So obviously the math does not match. The ATMs that we have in India, 2.5 lakh ATMs, many of them are co-hosted with a bank branch or urban-centric, like in Mumbai, there would be 1,000, 2,000, maybe more. That leaves only about 70, 80,000 of the ATMs for the same semi-urban and rural diaspora. So bank have done fabulous work of reaching out as artery, but there are further deepening required, and which is what we are helping augment to be in every shop in the country as a assisted digital financial service provider. Look at the numbers in the context that we have been able to accomplish today. 50 lakh downloads of PayNearBy apps have been done. These are pure granular and meaningful downloads because we haven't burned money in acquiring these marketing downloads. Of these, 38 lakh retailers have chosen to register meaningfully with their credentials in the app. And of that, we have about 13 lakh retail partners who have come ahead and paid a small fee that we take as a subscription fee. Of course, we have the backlog of the COVID lockdown that we have not been able to go down and do much more enablement of many of these retail partners. But yeah, the dedication has been demonstrated through 6,000 crore of throughput every month. Give or take, last year we suffered about 52,000 crore of transactions on our platform. The robustness has been built step by step over the last 5 years with progress in technology that we have. So I think, yeah, it also has been a roaring success because of the partnerships that we have been able to invite attention of. So be it bank, be it NPCI, the regulatory side, the insurer partners, the skilling partners, the network itself has been good to us, and they have stood to our purpose, our reasoning of what we intend to do.
You work, largely and very closely with small businesses, small retail shops. From what I understand, they have, while they are essential, they have also perhaps seen a huge hit and a huge impact as far as the pandemic is concerned. So, my question to you basically, Anand, if you can talk about, what perhaps has been the impact on your own business, how you worked with these small businesses, what could you tell us?
Again, number wise, we have been able to serve 150 million citizens today, 15 crore, give or take 10% of the nation already. And through our connected 38 lakh registered retail partners, we have access to serve 500 million citizens as well. So it's not too very far, because you come to a store for availing certain things and we only do one part of it today. The fact that there are so many more footfalls at these connected outlets. The pandemic has helped us deploy many things that we had planned for later. It has only augmented our speed and being. So what we had planned for little later was invoked, called in now. For example, we always dreamed, visualized to help these hundreds of NBFC partners who have challenges in gathering 500, 700, 1200 rupees from their customers in far rural. Today, we are privileged to say that we collect about 400 crore every month from 43 of our NBFC partners. You name the name in the NBFC microfinance. We probably will be most modestly serving them. So getting banking access to millions and beyond giving access to banking services, we have been able to layer all the 5 digital payment modules, the soft POS, the physical POS, UPI QR, the link-based payment and Aadhaar payment. Don't forget the buy now pay later, our own version of the khata that we had embedded during demonetization in our app.
All right.
We are thriving. We have gained substantially, and so much more can be done with this connected platform of micro entrepreneurs.
You recently, launched Neo Dupan, a platform that aims to modernize 100 million retailers by 2025. That's a massive scale of growth, and that's a massive platform. So, what can you tell our viewers about Neo Dupan?
So the skilling, reskilling, and a continuous exercise of skilling will be available on this platform, Neo Dupan, which will drive and deliver the retailer to get more skilled workforce at their shop. The interesting part James talks about is the intent that a local accountant can get job at a local shop. A local cashier need not go to 2 districts away for a livelihood. A cleaner, a loader, a security guard can well be deployed in the same hometown, in the comfort of his family, rather than going to an urban center and spending 90% of the salary in just rent and food, whereas one can do the same thing at the same location in the comfort of his family in the vicinity. So that is what Neo Dupan will help retail Shashaktikaran, modernizing retail by digitizing with the help of Rashi, the Retailers Association of India, and the TRAIN, Trust for Retailers and Retailers Associates in India. So it's a high-powered intent platform coming together of the titans with the right intent to deliver to India.
If you look at areas beyond the metro, Anand, digital literacy, that is still, that has a long way to go. And you, I understand, are working very closely on that aspect. What can you tell us on that?
So how deep literacy is required is a matter of human intuition in the current times. And let me explain this. There is technology, there is a need, and there is a high-powered, simplified user experience that you are able to command now in multiple languages. So if in Hindi, if in Odia, if in Bangla, Gujarati, or all other various languages, I am able to build interfaces which PayNearBy has built to give it to the local citizens through assisted medium of a trusted retail partner. It's the first good step done, where I'm able to show to him that if he wants to save 3,000 rupees for annual fee for the daughter, he got to save certain amount of money every month. Say 250 bucks each month would add up to certain amount. That is good enough, rather than teaching him a PRT upon 100 as the formula for interest calculation, or for getting a bike in 10 months that he needs to start saving 4,000, 5,000 bucks every month. That is a good enough a start. So a visual user experience with a trusted local retail partner whom you trust more than probably 40 kilometer away financial service setup a broker, intermediary, various other assistance providers.
While the government, of course, has been working very closely to ensure that entrepreneurs who are in the fintech space, in the digital lending, payment space, etc., are growing, my question to you is, what perhaps are the one or two things, or maybe just the one thing that you think that the government should continue to focus on or should focus on as someone who's working in this area?
Yeah, so I think the key task that the government is anyways doing is the formulation of appropriate policy, creation of right regulation, right environment, enabling environment at that. The recent few steps on account aggregator coming up, the open format coming up for online credit enablement for mass retailers, the Sehmati format that the voluntary organizations have been able to convince the ecosystem to work on, the regulatory sandbox that has been brought out by Reserve Bank, and similar sandbox environments by IRDA and SEBI have been also announced and are operationally doing great already.
Okay.
The key part here is to see that the Reserve Bank came out with a regulatory review board. That's a high intent of a regulator to tell that we are listening. Please tell us, what do you want? Because times are changing. What has been left behind, tell us. We are willing to review. So that's a very encouraging environment, I would say. With focus on customer protectionism, with massifying the services, trying to see beyond a limited set of digital savvy segment, I think the government is doing a lot more. And I think we have one of the most progressive government in the world today. And we would welcome this whole new initiative the government has taken. The Reserve Bank, especially our regulator that we look up to, has taken very, very well-meaning, timely interventions that have been brought in are should be continued is all I would request and urge on this platform.
All right. Last question to Anand. What future plans could you leave us with?
I'll sign off saying that Har Dukan digital platform is the vision that we have. We have transitioned from being digital pradhan, the local digital Thalaiva leader that we call our retail partners as. Now he has transformed into a platform where we are connecting online to offline. Each of these micro entrepreneur assisting the citizens in their own area can become a facilitator, a connector. And we are working on ensuring absolute dominance of this intent in the country. So Har Dukan digital platform is the vision of the next 5 years for us, and we shall connect the entire nation on this railroads and help take multiple services to the last mile, the first mile, as our friend Sanjay Jain calls it.
All right, Anand. Good having you here on the show. That was PayNearBy. If you like this company, if you have any entrepreneurs that you think would make a great fit for the Leaders of Tomorrow hot seat, our details are coming up on the screens. Do drop us an email with why you think we should be featuring them and also, of course, the innovation that they're doing. We love hearing from you, the viewer, all the time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.